is one of the conveners of this particular pressure group. He joins us on the line. Hello, good evening, sir. Welcome to Eyewitness News. What we know is that the bill has not yet been transmitted to the president for the president to consider it and even decide whether or not he will want to assent to it. Why are you disappointed that he hasn't done so? He doesn't have it yet.
Good evening to you and to your many viewers and listeners. Just to start from the last question, that the bill has not been sent to the president. And yet the president has the gusto to speak about the bill and the fact that he is unable to do so to attend to it, and that all of us should wait because the legal challenge has been mounted on something that he, the president, is yet to put into law. That should tell you the level of the president's understanding of law himself, even given that he is a lawyer. He should have known ab initio that until and unless he assents to the bill, it has not become a law. And nobody can go and challenge something in court that is not legal. It must be legal before it can be challenged. And therefore, if I'm taking the assumption that what you are saying is that the president has not been clothed with the authority yet, how is it that the president is in a position to talk about it publicly the way he did?
No, but we've all seen the bill. So, for example, I have not officially been given a copy. I will not be given a copy officially. The president has to be given a copy. It has to be indeed transmitted to him from the office of the speaker. That hasn't been done yet. He might have read it on the internet, or he might have been given a hard copy to go through, or he might have been briefed on it. But officially, he has not been given a copy. It hasn't been transmitted to him. So he can't sign it. I mean, so that's the point you're making. So you saying that you are disappointed that there's a delay, isn't that here nor there, because the bill hasn't gotten to his desk yet?
I don't know why you are just reveling in what you just stated. There is no bill before the president, right? According to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the president says that, no, there is a challenge mounted on a bill before me. And therefore, I am not able to assent until the court take a decision. And you are challenging me that there is nothing before the president. To the best of my knowledge, Parliament has passed everything, and it is the duty of Parliament to communicate same and put before the president. I am not aware Parliament has not done so. That is one. If I am not aware, and you are claiming that President Akufo-Addo has not been given, then President spoke before. It's like President hatched before the eggs were laid.
Well, let me provide you some context.
The president's statement suggests that the bill has come to him, and that is why he is not able to sign it, and is urging us to wait for a private person that has gone to court to challenge the legality of a bill.
Let me provide you some quotes from what the president said. He said, and I'm quoting, "I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country." That's what the president has said. And indeed, the leader of the House, the Honorable Apenju Markin, yesterday at this press conference, said that he knows on authority, because he's the leader of the House, that the bill has not been transmitted by Mr. Speaker to the president. So these are two key persons speaking. The president, who is to receive the transmitted bill, and one of the key persons who will have to see to the transmission with the speaker, telling us that the bill hasn't reached where it has to reach. And we disagree with them?
I totally disagree, because if you see the chicanery of the president in this matter from day one, you would appreciate that the president is no different from its antecedents who were opposed to our independence as a nation. The independence of Ghana is being submitted to the colonialists in a manner that is even more dangerous. As it stands now, if you take the fact that President Akufo-Addo just ignore the fact that he said is bound to happen, and also come closer when Kamala Harris came here, President suggested to Kamala Harris that why this bill is a move by some individual MPs and that it was not an executive decision, meaning that he was directly telling the United States of America that don't crucify my government for a bill that will ensure proper family values for the people of Ghana, but crucify these individual MPs because we, as a party or as an executive, will not have done that. Come forward, the Ministry of Finance then decided to belch by announcing that, look, the passing of this bill has some economic and financial implications, and that Ghana will suffer some millions of dollars if this bill is assented to the president. So they wrote a love letter to President Akufo-Addo. Out of that, the president then comes to tell us that, look, I have heard from the public domain. I ignore the origins of the bill, but take into fact that some private person has also gone to court. And in view of that, let's hold on to the signing or ascension of the bill. That is not how it is done. The president is supposed to know that once the bill is before him, he is duty bound to sign or to reject and to give reasons. He is not giving reasons for which he is rejecting. He's just saying that let's hold on, I will not sign, even if it has been brought to his desk. So the question is not whether the bill has been brought to the desk of the president or not. What the president is saying is that he has agreed. He has agreed that he will not sign the bill. And that is where the people of Ghana are bitter. President is suggesting that a man can take your penis and thrust into another man's anus. A woman can take your vagina and thrust onto a woman, another woman. That is what President Akufo-Addo is saying.
Very well. Bernard, we'll thank you so much. But are you not concerned about the averment of the finance ministry or minister regarding how much Ghana stands to lose in terms of aid if this bill is given presidential accent?
What has happened to the president's daily talk of Ghana beyond aid? What has happened to that mantra? That is one. Number two, who says that our laws, things that we think and we hold dear, must be subjected to the financial consideration of Western institutions and their way of life? What has happened to our independence? Indeed, the antecedents of the MPP, who rejected our independence, are today in power. They, Akufo-Addo and Co, are in power. And we can see that they are now ready to auction that independence that we fought for. And fortunately, tomorrow, President Akufo-Addo will have the opportunity to address this nation on our Independence Day. And I want to see whether that independence is what enabled him to become president, for which he has to compromise for other countries' interests. I am disgusted as a Ghanaian to see that our president cannot hold aloof the Ghanaian and African identity.
Very well. Thank you so much, Bernard Mona, one of the conveners of AriseGhana, a pressure group, saying that it is disappointing that the president is delaying or avoiding his assent to the Human Rights and Family Values Bill